Well, hello. Really nice to see you, Graeme. And I'd just like to introduce you to everybody else. So this is Graeme Scott. He's the director of Fairgreen International School in Dubai. And Graeme instructed Incyte to conduct a consultative review, albeit a virtual review, at his school earlier in the year. And I just wanted to ask you, Graeme, what it's meant for you as a leadership team, but also how it supported the school in moving forwards.
Hi, Caroline. Yeah, it's been really helpful for us because we have two key documents in the school. One is our CEF, our self-evaluation form, and the other one is our school improvement plan. And we'd become so close to those two documents. We actually joked, we had CEF blindness because we just couldn't see beyond it anymore. And what we needed was a sort of an objective, but an experienced and skilled set of eyes on it, and a relationship with somebody where we had the trust, where we could ask some really challenging questions. We felt you could ask us challenging questions, and we could just see it in a different light. So our whole leadership team embarked upon this process again because it was virtual. It was a little different, but actually it was a really powerful process for us because we shared the information as much as we could with you in advance. Yourself and Malcolm had a good deal of time to sort of pick it apart and then sort of feed back to us. And we found it really helpful because we are in that sort of run up to inspection, as I think, schools in the UAE are always on a run up to inspection. And we just wanted the sort of security that experienced and skilled people were looking at this in one sense the same way as we were. So we felt the relationship with yourselves was a real trusting, critical friend approach, but also that it was more objective and almost like an outsider's view as well. You knew enough about the school, but you didn't know too much about it. So it wasn't a blank sheet. And the feedback that you gave us was extremely detailed. Part of it was very self-affirming, that we were on the right track, we were doing a good job, and we were focusing on what was important. But actually, it was also important for us that there were some things that we initially would miss because I think we got too close to the data. Some key questions that you challenged us on, which forced us then to go back and resurface some of the information and the evidence that we had. So overall, a really thorough but very positive process from our perspective.
Thank you, Graeme. That's really helpful. And in terms of, because we'll be talking to international schools, school leaders, as well as English school leaders, the skills that we use and the information that you gave to us, do you think that whole skill set is transferable across different types of education systems?
Absolutely. So, I mean, we used it as a sort of pre-inspection tool, but in terms of things like accreditation or just, good high quality self-review, it wasn't just that you sort of picked apart the data and the evidence that we had and asked questions back. We actually learned about what sort of questions. So there was a coaching element to this as well. It wasn't just looking at the two documents. It was actually coaching us as senior leaders, but also as middle. We had a group of middle leaders as well who probably didn't have a lot of experience of this level of interrogation of data. So teaching us the sort of questions that we could expect to be asked in an inspection, but also the sort of questions that we can ask of our own staff as well. So from a coaching and a skills perspective, that was really helpful too.
Okay, that's really great. Thank you, Graeme. Thank you for giving us some of your time. It's really appreciated. And we wish you all the best for the rest of the very busy term. So thank you very much indeed.
No, thank you too. It was really helpful. Thank you.